So, before I start, if I forget to say anything in this video, I'll put it in the details below the video, or make another video. Keep an eye out. Please subscribe if you haven't done so and you like the content. Um, Subscriptions I think they cause YouTube to show the video in a better focus. And do please comment. It's really pleasant and interesting to read comments and maybe reply back. What I'm going to talk about today is, so I have one computer that doesn't have powerful speaker, so when I'm listening, I listen through headphones. I get more volume that way. And sometimes I'll watch generally YouTube videos with music, and what I've found is that a lot of times when I listen to music, I like to make sound myself kind of along with the music. That can include drumming, which is often drumming on my body, including my face, and it can include scratching. If you think of the scratching in rap records, it's like that. I don't generally think I scratch on my face, but I do sometimes scratch on objects. I wouldn't just for the sound. This might be too low volume for you to hear, but I can hear it. I could scratch along to music a little bit with that. But when I'm listening on headphones, I often like to tap on the headphones and scratch to the music. And this probably isn't too loud to you, but it's pretty loud in the headphones, and it can be fun. I don't know why. It's hard for it's a little hard for me to sit there and just passively listen to music. I have a thing now where I like to keep my hands active a lot of the time. So this is a way to have them active. It's good exercise for the hands, and I like to try to make it sound good. I guess I said this scratching won't sound too loud here on the video, but inside the headphones it'll sound pretty loud. And the tapping, I can scratch up and down the headband to the music, and that'll sound pretty loud down in my ears, all the way around down here. The wire, haven't been made much sound with the wire, but those are the two things that have come to mind, is tapping and scratching. I hadn't tried this till just now. Scratching, well, would you call it scratching, I guess, or rub scratching with the fingertips. So that might be a new sound for me. That's a little, that makes the arms feel a little strained there. That hurts a little in the arms, that position of pulling in the arms. But I might do it briefly. There's probably other sounds that can be made, but if you hadn't thought of it, making hand music along with whatever you're listening to is fun, and for me it makes it more meaningful. It's a more meaningful experience to add to the music, kind of make music along with the musicians, than just sit there and listen. And I'm not going to say, well, I've been drumming like this a lot for a year, maybe. I think I've gotten better. I'm not going to say I'm a good drummer, but I don't require myself to be, as long as it pleases me. That's good enough. I could try kind of making up some music here and doing this. I'll make it up because I don't want any copyright problems, but when I actually did this, it would probably be listening to someone else's music on the internet. But da 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 na 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 just letting the melody go wherever it goes, and you can call it improvising, just kind of letting the tones go. Yeah, and I'm doing that just to give you, you probably already have a good idea how I do this, but a little better picture. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 I guess you could mix, I suppose, oh, I do mix that in, the headphones and other kinds of drumming down on my body or on things around me, the computer keypad, the desk or the chair, or the arms of the chair. But that's the idea. If you hadn't thought of it, it might be something that enhances your experience. It's fun, and there's probably other benefits. It's fun, it's good exercise, it probably helps you become more musical and maybe understand, or maybe have a little bit more of a feel for the music when you're kind of making music with it. Although you could say it actually, in a way, since you're not just passively listening to it, you could say maybe it gives you less of a feel for the music, because your focus is divided between listening to someone else's music and making music yourself. But I enjoy it, you might too. In real life, I don't know that I would scratch much on upholstery like I showed you near the beginning, because I wouldn't want to tear it or weaken it. I just did that because the chair is visible in camera. Yeah, I don't think I'd scratch. Now, I could run this part of my fingers maybe to make a sound, if that was available and it didn't feel awkward to the placement of my arms and hands. But for example, I would scratch maybe on that, making music. But the focus of this is on the headphones generally, but I do mix some of this other stuff in. Yeah, I'm not even sure. This material is kind of fragile too. I don't even know if I'd scratch much on it. Maybe that I might. That's pretty firm. That's a blotter on the desk. You can see the desk there. But even there, scratching is sort of controversial in my book, because I am gentle with things, and a lot of things I'm not sure if they take it too well. So I scratch a little here and there, but I don't think I do it a lot. But the headphones, they're pretty firm. I feel like they can take it pretty well, so I do it a fair amount with them. And it sounds kind of good in the ears, I think. That whole thing where rappers made scratching part of music has been kind of a good thing for me. It's been a real addition to sounds I could make that seem musical.